Oh, so if you work overtime 2 hours, for 2 hours you get for holidays?
Correct. So usually what I do is on Fridays I finish at lunchtime.
And last question, what are your thoughts on the Japanese work environment and the way Japanese people work compared to your country? Okay, thank you for your time today. I'm Luis. What's your name?
Pascal?
Sima,
Okay, where are you from?
Switzerland.
Oh, Switzerland.
Yes.
Okay, are you guys traveling here in Japan?
Sorry?
You guys travel in Japan?
Yes.
Okay. How many days do you plan to stay here?
We're staying for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yes.
Okay. Are you employed or self-employed?
Employed.
Employed. Okay. What's your job?
So I'm a quality assurance manager in a pharmaceutical company.
Okay.
I'm head of portfolio for a private clinic in the
Okay.
health department.
Okay. Regarding paid holidays, in Japan, the law ensures a minimum of 10 paid holidays per year after 6 months joining the company.
Yeah.
But most people don't take them all due to high pressure. So how many paid holidays do you get per year? And what's the legal minimum in your country?
5 weeks, 25 days.
25 days.
I think that, or 4 weeks is the minimum, but we have 25 days.
Okay. So what do usually people do with their paid holidays?
Holiday.
They travel. Usually.
Right, travel.
Yes,
And do you get them immediately after joining the company or some months after?
yes, you get them immediately. And I think if you are over 50, you even get 6 weeks, not 5.
6 weeks.
You get 1+ week, yes.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And most Japanese people don't use them all, but do you have to use them within a year?
I think you can only take a few days to the next years. There's
Only
a
a few
limit about 5 days, I would say. But the rest you have to take in 1 year, within 1 year.
So at least maybe 20 days you need to use them.
Correct.
Okay. In 2019, Japanese government require people to take 5 days off as a part of work reform in Japan, but it's often difficult to take them all at once together. So in the end, most people take 1 day off at a 3 times a year. It's like a 1 day this month, 1 day next month. What do you think about this compared to your country?
So we have a minimum of 2 weeks that we need to take in one go.
Oh, so you need to take
2
weeks
2 weeks
next
to
to
connect
each other,
together.
yes.
Yes.
Oh, really?
If not, I mean, it's a law, so we have to do it. If not, then the company will come to you and tell you need to take your holidays. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so has your boss ever discussed about your holidays plan, or they complain about that when you applied?
No, not really.
So for this trip, 3 weeks is a long period. So we just informed our bosses a bit in advance, and they were just making sure that there was no big projects or anything
Okay.
which we were involved. And other than that, it was fine.
Okay, so 3 weeks is kind of long for your country, or is it common?
No, 3 weeks is quite a long. So I think usually it's about 2 weeks
2
for
weeks.
one trip or one holiday.
Yes?
So 3 weeks is pretty long.
Okay, so if you take a long vacation, you need to apply very before.
No. It always depends. If you know there's a big project coming up, then
Yes.
obviously it makes sense to inform it in advance. But I think we started in December and we
Oh,
came to Japan in March.
Okay, about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and about sick leaves, do you have sick leaves in your countries or countries low?
Yes.
Okay, so in Japan, there are no specific regulation about sick leaves. So as Japanese people are not familiar with the concept of sick leave, what is sick leave?
So sick leave is so we get 3 days of sick leave without a doctor's note. If there's more than 3 days, then you need a note from the doctor saying that you can't work or you're sick, and that can go on for months.
But you only get 80% of your salary
Yeah.
for the next. So all that is over these 3 days, you get
Yes.
80% of the salary.
So after so within 3 days, you get full payment,
Yes.
full amount. Okay. So it's aside from paid holidays, right? So sick leave, paid holidays separate.
Correct.
Okay. So what is the maximum number of sick leaves?
It can go on for years, actually. So if you have a doctor who keeps writing you a sick note, it can go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
The
limit.
law is very strict, so you can't really fire someone who is ill.
Yes.
So the law is very strict there.
I see. And what would happen if you take sick leave for 1 month or 2 months or longer? Would it affect your promotional career?
It would
Yeah,
definitely
definitely, yeah.
would. Yeah.
Definitely.
But they don't say it, but it would.
Yeah, right. Okay. So in Japan, since we don't have sick leave, so if you get flu or if you get high fever, we need to use our paid holidays. So we only had paid holidays for 10 days for a year, so it will even reducing further.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this compared to your country?
It's crazy.
Crazy. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's very crazy.
similar to people in Canada. I think we had some people coming from Canada.
Yes?
And they also only have 2 weeks of holidays. For us, it was like, okay, wow, because we have 5 and we think it's not enough.
Oh,
I
right.
already complained about 5 weeks because my former workplace, there we had 6 weeks.
Wow.
I'm already complaining with 5 weeks now.
Yeah,
10 days, it's...
Sick leave shouldn't
Crazy.
be,
Oh, you shouldn't mix these two.
because you can't enjoy it, and
Right.
holiday should be there to enjoy.
Right. So most Japanese people don't travel abroad
Yeah.
because we need to take take paid holidays when we get sick. So we don't want to use them all, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
So next question is overtime. How many hours do you work per day, and how many hours do you work per week?
Per day it's 8.5, and per week it's 42.
Yeah, that's the minimum. But so I can't really write my hours. So I work about 10 hours a day, I would say.
10 hours.
50 hours a week,
Okay.
probably.
Okay. And do you work overtime often?
Yeah.
Okay. Like about 2 hours, you said? Maybe 2 hours overtime.
Yeah, but I can write it down. So
Okay.
because of my working contract, so I'm not allowed to do overtime.
Oh.
But of course I do. The minimum would be 8 hour, 24 minutes, something like this. Most of the days you work longer, but I can really write it down. She can write it down, and she can also use them for holidays.
So depending on their grade, so he's a bit higher up than I am.
Uh-huh.
I can still write down my hours. Everything I do over these 8.5 hours,
Yes.
I can then take them as holiday.
Oh, really? So if you work overtime 2 hours, so 2 hours you get for holidays?
Correct. So usually what I do is on Fridays I finish at lunchtime.
Oh, nice. Okay. And are there laws regulating overtime in your country? In your company?
It's regulated in that way that by the end of the year you're not allowed to have more than 50 hours overtime.
Yes?
Everything that's above usually gets paid out. Or in my case, my company is a bit more easy. I can talk to my boss and say I'll do 80%, but I'll get paid 100%. So that's what I did last year because I had over 100 hours. So instead of getting paid because we get taxed on it,
Right.
I worked for 3 months. I worked 80%, but got paid 100%. So yeah.
Okay, I see. In Japan, the reason for frequent overtime is difficult to leave until your seniors or coworkers leave office.
yeah.
So if they are still stay on the office, we kind of hesitate to leave earlier, right? Do you have that kind of the same thing in your country?
No, not really.
No, we're very, very lucky. So we can go. My boss stays till 10,
Yeah.
12 p.m., but yeah.
You can also work from home.
Yeah.
So this is what I do often
Okay.
because we have a daughter. And for example, if we have to pick her up from the kita, I go a little bit earlier and I work after 8 at home till 10. So we can also we have very high flexibility, I would say.
I see. Okay. And in Japan, there is also practice called unpaid overtime here, and which employees do not get paid for working an additional 15 or 30 minutes or sometimes longer. Some survey shows that about 40% of people in Japan work an average of 18 hours of unpaid overtime per month. How is it in the country? Do you have some kind of unpaid overtime, or have you heard of it? Have you heard
Unpaid overtime.
from your friends or something like that?
No, not really.
No.
I think it would be illegal.
Yeah.
So
It's
if
illegal.
one company would do it, it would be illegal, yeah.
Right. So it's illegal here too, but a lot of companies do that.
No,
Yeah.
for us it's the workers are very protected by the law in Switzerland.
Right.
Yeah. So like he mentioned, also when you're on sick leave, so even if your doctor's written you off for a whole year,
Yes.
it'd be very, very difficult to fire that person. So
right.
he gets paid 80% without doing any work. Yeah. So the workers are very much protected by the law.
I see. So
And you also have these labels like work-friendly workspaces and everything. And if you want to get them, because you attract more people to work for your company,
yes.
or if you want to get them, they will also check these kind of things.
Okay.
And we also have sites where you can see how good your company is ranked
Oh, really?
regarding working hours, flexibility, and everything. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I see. And in Japan, there is an expectation to sacrifice your personal time for the sake of contributing to the company.
Yeah.
Do you have similar loyalty in your country?
I think it also depends again of the grade. So
Right.
yeah, I'll talk about myself. I mean, it's expected to get the job done,
Yes.
and because we have such a, I would say, a work friendly environment, it's easier to say, okay, I'll stay longer and work.
Yes.
So when I have projects, I also work till 12 o'clock in the evening. But I know when the project's over, I can take that time off, or
I
say,
see.
okay, I'm just gonna take a day off.
Yeah. I think it's very individual. So few people, I think they live exactly like you mentioned,
Yes.
and work exactly like this. But for example, the other half takes it a little bit easier. But it's an individual thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So if your rank position will get higher, like a manager or executive, people tend to do that. Tend to have
More,
that kind of.
I would say so. Yes, I would say
I
so.
see. And last question: what are your thoughts on the Japanese work environment and the way Japanese people work compared to your country?
It's hard.
It's hard.
No, I couldn't imagine it.
No.
You can imagine.
No, definitely not.
So,
I think 10 days and the mix
yeah.
with sick leave days, so it's not really okay, to be honest.
True.
I think we're lucky to be in Switzerland for this.
So we need to have more work-life balance.
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
Right? Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.